quadriplegic. It has taken me 6 years to be able to use that term to describe myself, and even now it kills me. Luann contacted me in November of 2022. She suffered a terrible accident, leaving her bedbound for the past 6 years. I was ascending a flight of stairs and caught my toe on an overhang on the top step, which cost me my life as I knew it. I don't remember much, but I do remember a surgeon telling me that I had to consent to the surgery and that I might never walk again.
I live in a really rural community, and it's next to impossible to find aides during the day, let alone overnight aides.
She has 3 home health aides that provide 24-hour continuous care. One of the home health aides was stepping in when the other aides were not able to take care of Luann.
After 6.5 years with someone, they know your needs before you even say them, which is the case with my overnight aide, Betty.
Oh, I help with Luann with everything. Getting dressed, shower, her hair.
She has very specific health care needs that a normal personal care aide cannot do.
If I need a ride to an appointment, no one else can take me, she's there.
She needed me. Yes, she could hand somebody else, but they don't know her. I know her inside and out. She doesn't have to ask me nothing.
Last November, the fiduciary agency I was with contacted me and said that they were no longer willing to pay her overtime, which isn't possible because of the overnight hours. I didn't know what to do.
I don't have a whole lot left in this life. My overnight aide, in the capacity she serves for 6 nights per week, is the closest thing to a mother that I will ever have again.
I reached out to congresspeople, senators, you name it. One of the people I reached out to at an agency suggested legal services at the Hudson Valley. I got in contact with Lisa, and that was the best thing I could have ever done.
There is a huge need for advocacy services through LSHV. Very often, my clients will find themselves lost in the system, trying to navigate the insurance plans, and I can offer that assistance and help them gather medical documentation and help them break through the red tape to get the services that they need.
Having someone like Lisa that can walk you through the steps is critical.
When I first reached out to legal services, my life was very stressful. I felt very alone.
I explained to her, to write a letter, let them know who you are and why it's so important.
So I wrote this letter and I just poured my heart out.
I am a 61-year-old woman who, prior to my injury, graduated magna cum laude from Marist College, worked as a full-time legal assistant in a general practice law firm for close to 20 years, and supported myself and my 2 daughters, putting them both through college. Now, if one of my aides calls out and cannot be there, I am forced to call upon one of those daughters to drop everything and come do for me whatever the need is at that moment. Please don't take her away from me. Please help me. Sincerely, Luann Ballantyne. She did send this letter, and the home care agency actually in turn agreed to continue to staff her case until her insurance plan was able to find other accommodations for her.
It was stalled for a little bit. People weren't getting back to her. And then she took action with the health department and with the insurance company. And that was a game changer.
I ended up filing a complaint to talk about consistency of care and how important it was for Luann. And the plan, in coordination with the Department of Health, were able to come to a resolution where they found an agency to accommodate her needs.
The agency took me on and agreed to pay the overtime and allowed me to keep my overnight aide. I realized legal services was the right place when I spoke to Lisa.
She's just a fantastic advocate.
She was so knowledgeable, so compassionate, very efficient. She got the job done.
And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here.
Lisa's work has impacted approximately 1,300 individuals, and that number includes people of all walks of life.
Legal Services of the Hudson Valley is an important resource to the community. We are making law and policy so that our neighbors, regardless of their race, background, gender, can access justice equally.
We have the best attorneys. Not only do they have legal knowledge, but they're committed, they're creative.
Help us continue to help people like Luann, who are just like you and me, and like our neighbors, our friends, our family.
Join us in our mission in fighting for those who need access to justice.
Be generous, give big. The justice gap is large, and we have a lot of work to do to fill it.